Welcome back, listeners. Today's episode dives deep into taking charge of our responsibilities, understanding the nature of commitments, and, perhaps, how to kickstart action right away. I remember my college days vividly. There was a moment that hit me like a ton of bricks. It was like I was staring at a laundry list of responsibilities and thinking, whoa, what am I really committed to here? So I began jotting down everything on my plate. Tell me, have you ever had a moment like that? Where you realized just how much you were juggling?
Wow, that sounds super intense. I, sometimes feel like I'm just, spinning plates all over the place. What's the craziest thing you ever had to juggle? And, did you ever drop a plate in the process?
Oh man, let me tell you, my freshman year was wild. I signed up for student government, the debate team, and I even started a blog. Spoiler alert, I dropped the blog after 3 weeks because it was just too much to handle. It taught me the importance of focus, which commitments really matter to me. Sometimes it's about realizing what you can excel at and letting the rest slide, right?
Wow, that's kind of wild. Were you overwhelmed? Because I'd definitely be freaking out. How did you figure out what was important?
Great question. I started to create a priority list. It's like when you decide which video game to play first based on excitement. You have to pick what will absorb your time the best. So if you were going to be a professional gamer, what game would you focus on first?
Oh, that's cool. I think I'd probably focus on, being awesome at the popular ones, Like Fortnite. But back to your list. Did it feel freeing when you decided to drop that blog? Like a huge relief?
Absolutely. It was like shedding a layer. Picture this, being a turtle carrying too many shells. The moment you get rid of one, you can move a lot faster. That principle applies to our daily lives too. When you promise to email someone back as soon as possible, you're managing your commitments wisely.
Right. I totally get that. And it's super important to follow through. But have you ever felt that, urge to not be responsible? You know those moments when you just don't wanna?
Ah yes, the avoidance game. We all play it sometimes. Back in school, I definitely had days where I thought, ugh, I'll just do it tomorrow. But then, all of it piled up, like laundry on laundry day. And here's the kicker. Every time I avoided something, it felt heavier. Have you faced times when you just kept putting things off?
Haha, yes. Just last week I was supposed to turn in my project and pushed it to the last minute. What a nightmare. But it felt like a weight was lifted when I finally submitted it. How do you handle the pressure of deadlines?
Great point. One technique that helped me was taking a moment to breathe and visualize the satisfaction of completing it. Think of a triumphant movie scene where the hero saves the day. That's how I viewed it. It felt incredibly rewarding. Everyone knows that feeling when you hit send on that final email, right?
Haha, so true. And I often think about how everyone has, different definitions of responsibility. Some people see friendship as a responsibility too. How do you think that plays into all this?
Oh, that's such a deep thought. Friendship certainly comes with its responsibilities. It's like caring for a plant. You need to water it, give it light, and nurture it. So tell me, when have you felt the importance of being there for a friend?
Well, there was this one time my friend was going through a breakup, and I dropped everything to be there for her. It felt so good, but also kind of stressful. It's super fulfilling, right?
Exactly. That genuine act of being present for others speaks volumes. It shows a heart in action. Life is all about balance. Think about riding a bike. You've got to find that rhythm. And suddenly, things start rolling smoothly. But don't forget, we all have our moments of falling off that bike.
Right. And it reminds me of that classic story about Alexander Graham Bell inventing the telephone. He had tons of responsibilities for that. It wasn't just a eureka moment. It involved all his hard work and struggles. Mick.